think as a nutrition student, it kind of, I do buy snacks. I'm not going to pretend that I only buy fruits and vegetables and everything healthy, but I buy snacks a lot. But as a nutrition student, it's quite, you know what you're eating, and that goes for the unhealthy food too. So you know, this is so bad for me. This is what it's going to do to me, and that affects my food shop quite a lot, I'd say. Just knowing what the food does for you.
And speaking as someone, I have a lot of like food intolerances. Are you, so I spend so long in the supermarket like checking the ingredients of everything. Do you do similar but from a nutritional perspective, I suppose?
Yeah, one thing I try to avoid is artificial colourings and sweeteners, etc. They'll always be on the ingredients list because they kind of have to be. And I'm also pescatarian as well, so I'm the same. I spend a lot of time shopping in the meat-free sections in Asda or whatever, and just kind of mulling over everything that's there. In terms of specific ingredients, on a food label, I think the thing I most look at is the traffic lights. So like the salt, sugar, saturated fat, etc. content, and try to minimise how much red I'm buying.
Would you say that you think that's a good marker for other people on a budget, more specifically, to think about? Because if you can compare two cheap options and you have an easy system to read, what would be your advice to that person?
Yeah, I think on a budget, the most important thing to look at, I think it changes depending on who you are. So like some people have an intolerance or only eat vegan stuff or vegetarian. So it's a little bit tricky to give like a one size fits all answer because there's so many different diets. I do think the traffic lights on front is like an easy marker of this has got this much bad stuff in it and this has got this much bad stuff in it.
And as a nutrition student, I'm sure you know what you should and shouldn't be eating, I suppose. So are there things that, like snacks, do you just say I sometimes in a week I just need a bar of chocolate? They're all red on the traffic lights, but that's okay. Are you quite conscious of allowing yourself to still be a human being?
Definitely.
And be quite strict with nutrition from kind of all of your learning?
Definitely, yeah. I think just following the Eat Well guide is crisp snacks, etc. is little but often, but it is on the Eat Well guide. It's not cut off completely. I would struggle so hard to completely cut out every little unhealthy food that I eat. I'd say it's almost impossible. Some people can do it, not me. But yeah, as I mentioned, that you are really aware of the kind of things that you eat. In terms of ultra-processed foods as well, that's something that I tend not to actually worry too much about, which might surprise you, but some ultra-processed foods are actually really good for you. Like hummus is an ultra-processed food, baked beans are an ultra-processed food, and so is wholemeal seeded brown bread, which is just something that's very, very good for you and is recommended in lots of diets, but it is also an ultra-processed food. So I think there's a lot of grey area, in particular with ultra-processed foods, about if they're good for you or bad for you. It's really depending on what it actually is.